Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever looked through your change and thought, this pounds could be worth something, you might be right. Today we're counting down the top 5 most valuable Elizabeth United Kingdom £1 coins that are selling for big money in today's coin market. Make sure you watch until the end because the number 1 coin on this list sold for a jaw-dropping amount that could literally change your life, so let's get it started. Top 1, the 1996 Elizabeth II £1 coin. A coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but when you take a closer look it could be hiding real value in today's collector market. So, if you've got one of these coins tucked away in your drawers or coin albums, watch till the end, because we're going to talk about its history, design, mint marks, condition, rarity, and its current market value in US dollars. Let's rewind to 1996, a time when the United Kingdom was still using its traditional pre-decimal-inspired coinage, and the £1 coin was one of the most recognizable denominations in circulation. This coin features the 5th portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented Raphael Maklauf. It shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown that she traditionally wore on her way to the state opening of Parliament. Around her portrait, you'll see the familiar Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1996, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Now, the reverse side of the coin is what makes the 1996 edition special. It features a stunning Celtic cross design representing Northern Ireland surrounded by a pimpernel flower, symbolizing the unity and heritage of the region. This reverse design was created by Leslie Durbin, one of Britain's most respected silversmiths and coin designers. The 1996 £1 coin was struck at the Royal Mint, located in Llantrisant, Wales. While British coins don't usually have visible mint marks like American coins do, collectors sometimes refer to special sets or proof versions that can carry subtle differences such as proof minting quality, frosted reliefs, or brilliant uncirculated finishes. The proof versions were released in collector sets, and these are often found in far better condition than circulation coins. If your coin is in extra fine condition, that means it has only slight wear on the highest points of the design with much of its original luster still visible. Coins like that are highly desirable to collectors today. When it comes to rarity, the 1996 £1 coin isn't the rarest in the entire pound series, but certain qualities can make it valuable. For example, coins from proof sets or brilliant uncirculated sets can sell for a premium. Coins in extra fine or uncirculated condition are harder to find since most £1,996 were heavily circulated in the UK. Collectors also look for die errors, off-center strikes, or misaligned edges, all of which can dramatically increase a coin's value. Interestingly, 1996 was part of the regional emblem series, celebrating the 4 parts of the United Kingdom. This specific design, the Celtic cross, makes it a collector favorite, especially for those assembling a full UK pound set from 1983 to 2016. So, how much is the 1996 Elizabeth II £1 coin worth today? Well, that depends on a few key factors: condition, rarity, and market demand. In average circulated condition, you can expect a value of around $2 to $4 in extra fine condition. Values can rise to around $10 to $20, depending on collector interest. Brilliant uncirculated or proof versions, especially those from official Royal Mint sets, can fetch between $25 and $50 or even more if still sealed in their original presentation cases. And if you happen to find a minting error or misstrike, you could be looking at $100 or more, depending on the severity and rarity of the error. Collectors love the £1,996 coin not only for its design but also for its place in British coin history. It was one of the final years before the pound coin design started rotating again, and before the Royal Mint eventually replaced the round pound with the new 12-sided bimetallic version in 2017. This makes the round pound coins, including the 1996 issue, a piece of British monetary history, a nostalgic symbol of pre-Brexit Britain and traditional coinage craftsmanship. If you want to preserve or even increase the value of your 1996 £1 coin, store it in a protective capsule or coin flip to prevent further wear. Avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can actually decrease the coin's collector value. Consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service, especially if it's in near uncirculated or proof condition. Graded coins often sell for much higher prices on marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, or through certified coin dealers. So there you have it, the 1996 Elizabeth II £1 coin. A small yet powerful piece of British history. It tells the story of unity, craftsmanship, and tradition, and for coin collectors, it offers both sentimental and monetary value. Whether it's worth a few dollars or a few hundred, its true value lies in its connection to an era when the British pound symbolized stability, pride, and legacy. So next time you come across one of these golden beauties, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of the past worth far more than its face value. Top 2, the 1989 Elizabeth II £1 coin. A coin that might look ordinary in your pocket change but actually carries a fascinating story, royal symbolism, and a collectible value that continues to rise among numismatists today. If you've got one lying around, especially in fine condition, keep watching because we're about to reveal its history, background, rarity, and current market value in US dollars. Let's travel back to 1989, a year that marked the 300th anniversary of the coronation of William and Mary in 1689. To celebrate this important event in British royal history, the Royal Mint decided to produce a special commemorative £1 coin. This wasn't just another regular issue, it was a coin with deep historical roots and royal symbolism. On the obverse, you'll find the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. This portrait was used from 1985 to 1997, showing the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, the crown she traditionally wore for the state opening of Parliament. Around her portrait, the Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1989, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Now flip the coin, and you'll find a truly magnificent design. The reverse features the royal coat of arms, created by the talented coin designer Timothy Node. This design was chosen to represent the sovereign authority of the monarchy and celebrate centuries of royal rule, a fitting tribute to the 300-year anniversary of the coronation of William and Mary. The royal coat of arms on this coin isn't just decorative, it's packed with meaning. It includes the Lion of England, symbolizing courage and strength, the Unicorn of Scotland, representing purity and power, the central shield divided into quadrants featuring the three Lions of England, Lion of Scotland, and Harp of Ireland together. These symbols remind us of the United Kingdom's unity and royal heritage. The edge of the coin also features the Latin decus et titamen, which translates to an ornament and a safeguard. This phrase has been used on British coins for centuries, serving both as a decoration and as an anti-counterfeiting measure. The 1989 £1 coin was produced by the Royal Mint in Lantricent, Wales, and like most standard UK coins, it carries no visible mint mark. This no mint mark feature is normal for circulation coins of this era, but it's still worth mentioning for collectors who often look for subtle differences between proof, BU, and circulation strikes. There were several versions made circulation coins, which were released for everyday use. Brilliant uncirculated coins, specially struck for collectors, and proof coins, included in official Royal Mint sets. If your coin is in fine condition, it means it has seen regular circulation with visible wear on the high points but all major details still clear and readable. Now, is the 1989 £1 coin rare in terms of mintage? The Royal Mint produced around 29 million pieces, so it wasn't rare when first released. However, today, over 3 decades later, many of these coins have been lost, damaged, or melted down, especially after the round pound was replaced in 2017 by the new 12-sided version. That means fewer 1989 coins remain in collectible condition, and those that do are now part of a nostalgic series of coins that represent an important chapter in British numismatic history. Collectors particularly seek coins in uncirculated or proof condition, coins from official presentation packs, and error coins such as off-center strikes or double rim issues. While fine condition coins are more common, they still hold historic and sentimental value and can be a gateway piece for new collectors of British coinage. So what is the current market value of the 1989 Elizabeth II £1 coin in 2025? Values vary depending on condition and collector demand, but here's a general breakdown: in fine condition around $1.50 to $3, in extra fine condition between $5 and $10, in uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated condition around $15 to $25. Proof versions in official Royal Mint packaging can reach $40 to $70, depending on quality and presentation. And of course, error coins or coins with unusual striking flaws can sometimes fetch $100 or more on collector markets like eBay or heritage auctions. While the £1,989 might not make you instantly rich, it's a coin that continues to gain attention because of its design, symbolism, and commemorative value, making it a must-have for serious collectors of British coins. The 1989 design was part of the heraldic series of £1 coins, showcasing designs that represented the United Kingdom as a whole, rather than individual nations. This made it one of the most patriotic coin designs of the late 20th century, celebrating Britain's monarchy, unity, and historical legacy, all in a single coin. If you own a 1989 £1 coin and want to preserve its value, avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can cause scratches and reduce collector value. Keep it in a cool, dry place to prevent tarnish. And if you think your coin is in exceptionally good condition, consider grading it professionally through companies like NGC or PCGS. Even a small grade difference can make a big difference in price. The 1989 Elizabeth II £1 coin is more than just a piece of change, it's a piece of history. It captures royal tradition, craftsmanship, and the pride of the United Kingdom, all struck into a single round pound. While its face value was just £1, its historical and collector value has grown steadily over the years, so check your old coin jars, drawers, and collections. You might just find a little piece of royal heritage worth more than you think. Top 3. The 1988 Elizabeth II £1 coin. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary coin from your change jar, but in reality, it's a fascinating piece of history, a coin that represents a nation's pride, heritage, and artistry. And if you've got one in fine condition, stay tuned, because today, we'll explore its history, background, rarity, and its current market value in US dollars. Let's rewind to 1988, a year when the United Kingdom was producing some of its most iconic designs in modern coinage. The £1 coin, first introduced in 1983, had already become a staple in daily life, replacing the old paper £1 note. The 1988 edition was part of a special design rotation where each year's coin represented one of the 4 countries of the United Kingdom: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. In 1988, it was Wales's turn to be honored on the coin's reverse design on the obverse side. The 1988 £1 coin features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by the artist Raphael Maclauff. In this portrait, the Queen is shown wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown that she traditionally wore for ceremonial events such as the state opening of Parliament. Around the portrait, you'll find the Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1988, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Now, the reverse side of this coin showcases one of the most elegant designs in the entire £1 series, the Welsh leek crown, a national symbol of Wales. The design was created by Leonard Charles Wyon, based on earlier heraldic motifs, and it beautifully represents Welsh identity, tradition, and pride. The leek has been a national emblem of Wales for centuries, said to have been worn by Welsh soldiers during battles in ancient times for identification. The crown above it signifies loyalty to the British monarchy, blending national and royal symbols into one powerful image. The 1988 £1 coin was produced by the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, which is why it carries no visible mint mark, unlike US coins that often feature mint marks like D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. British coins generally do not display a mint mark on standard circulation issues. Several versions of this coin were minted circulation coins, brilliant uncirculated versions, and proof coins. If your coin is in fine condition, it means it has seen regular use with wear on its surface, but with the main design and lettering still clear and legible. Even in this condition, it remains a sought-after piece due to its age and symbolic design. The 1988 £1 coin isn't considered extremely rare in mintage numbers. Over 35 million coins were struck for circulation. However, what makes it collectible today is that it belongs to the round pound series, which ended in 2016, when the UK introduced the new 12-sided bimetallic pound coin. Since the round pound coins were officially withdrawn from circulation in 2017, they are no longer accepted as legal tender. That means every surviving 1988 £1 coin is now a historical collectible rather than a spending coin. Collectors especially value coins in extra fine or uncirculated condition, proof coins and presentation sets, and error coins, such as double strikes or off-center minting. The Welsh leek design also makes the 1988 edition popular among collectors who specialize in completing the entire UK national series of £1 coins. So, how much is the 1988 Elizabeth II £1 coin worth today? Let's look at the current collector market values in US dollars. In fine condition, $1.50 to $3 in extra fine condition, $5 to $10 in uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated condition, $15 to $25 proof coins in their original Royal Mint packaging can reach $40 to $60, and sometimes even more for pristine examples. And of course, any coin with a minting error such as a double rim, off-center strike, or misalignment can jump dramatically in value, sometimes reaching $100 or more among collectors and on auction sites. The 1988 £1 coin marks an important era in British coinage when designs celebrated each nation of the United Kingdom with artistic excellence. It reflects not only the beauty of the UK's cultural diversity but also the long-standing legacy of Queen Elizabeth II, who reigned for over 70 years. Coins like this are reminders of both monetary history and national pride, symbols of a time when craftsmanship and meaning went hand in hand with everyday currency. If you own a 1988 £1 coin and want to preserve or even increase its value, here are a few expert tips. Never clean your coin. Cleaning can scratch the surface and destroy collector value. Store it safely in a coin capsule, flip, or protective holder. Keep it away from humidity and air exposure to prevent tarnishing. If your coin appears in excellent condition, consider having it professionally graded by NGC or PCGS. A high-grade certification can boost its value. Even coins in fine condition can be great starting points for collectors building the complete round pound collection from 1983 to 2016. The 1988 Elizabeth II Pound coin may not make you an instant millionaire, but it's a beautiful reminder of British culture, art and royal legacy. Its design honors Wales, its craftsmanship celebrates British minting excellence, and its age gives it historical weight in today's coin market. So, if you happen to have one in your coin box or drawer, hold on to it, because even in fine condition, it's a small treasure that tells a big story. Top for the 1985 Elizabeth II £1 coin. This coin represents more than just money. It's a proud symbol of Scottish heritage, royal artistry, and numismatic history. So, if you've got a 1985 £1 coin sitting in your old collection or change jar, you'll definitely want to stay tuned, because we're breaking down its history, background, rarity, and today's market value in US dollars. Let's rewind to 1985, a year that marked a fresh era for the British £1 coin. The £1 coin had only been introduced 2 years earlier in 1983 to replace the old £1 note. It was a new chapter in British coinage, stronger, smaller, and designed to celebrate the four nations of the United Kingdom: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Each year, the Royal Mint featured a different national emblem on the reverse side, and in 1985, the design represented Scotland, a nation of courage, history, and royal pride. Let's start with the obverse, or front, of the coin. The 1985 £1 coin features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. This portrait was introduced in 1985, making this year particularly special, because it was the first year this new effigy appeared on the pound coin. In this design, the Queen is shown wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown she often wore for the state opening of Parliament. Around her portrait, you'll see the Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1985, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Turn it over, and you'll find a bold and elegant design, a Scottish thistle crowned, created by the artist Leonard Charles Wynne. The thistle has long been the national emblem of Scotland, representing resilience, strength, and independence. Topped with a royal crown, it symbolizes Scotland's unity with the British monarchy. Together, this design celebrates both Scottish pride and British unity, a beautiful balance of heritage and symbolism. The 1985 £1 coin was minted by the Royal Mint in Lantricent, Wales. Like most standard UK coins, it carries no visible mint mark, so if you don't see one, that's completely normal. British coins of this period rarely featured mint marks on their circulation issues. Unlike American or European coins, there were several types of strikes-made circulation coins. The ones used by the public, brilliant uncirculated coins struck with extra care for collectors' proof. Coins made with polished dies and mirror finishes for presentation sets. If your coin is in fine condition, it means it has seen moderate circulation. The details of the thistle and Queen's portrait are still visible, though worn, a natural sign of age and authenticity. So, is the 1985 £1 coin rare? In terms of mintage, not exactly. Around 28 million coins were struck for circulation. However, its collectability comes from several key factors. It was the first year of the new Raphael Maklauf portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. It represents Scotland, one of the most popular themes among collectors, and since the round pound was demonetized in 2017, these coins are no longer legal tender, meaning every surviving example is now a collectible piece of UK history. While you can still find some in circulation in Scotland or coin collections, most have been stored away or sold to collectors, making high-quality examples increasingly scarce. Now let's talk about what everyone's waiting for: the current market value of the 1985 Elizabeth II £1 coin. Here's what you can expect in today's collector market: in fine condition $1.50 to $3 in extra fine condition $5 to $10 in uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated condition $15 to $25 proof coins from official Royal Mint. Presentation sets $40 to $70, sometimes higher if in original packaging. And if you ever come across an error coin such as an off-center strike, double rim, or rotated die, those can sell for anywhere from $100 to $200 or more, depending on rarity and demand. Even though it's not an ultra-rare coin, collectors love the £1,985 for its symbolism, design, and historical value. 1985 was a period of change and modernization in British coinage. The pound coin had only recently replaced the £1 note, and people were still adjusting to using it daily. At the same time, the UK's national pride was reflected in coin designs celebrating each country of the Union through powerful national symbols like the thistle, leek, flax plant, and oak tree. So, owning a 1985 £1 coin today is like holding a small piece of British unity and royal tradition, a relic from an era of transformation. If you have a 1985 £1 coin, here's how to keep it safe and preserve its value: store it in a protective capsule or coin flip to prevent scratches. Never clean it. Cleaning can destroy the natural patina and reduce collector value. And if you think yours is in unusually good condition, Consider having it graded by a professional service like NGC or PCGS. Even coins in fine condition can be valuable as part of a complete round-pound collection spanning 1983 to 2016. The 1985 Elizabeth II 1-pound coin might be small, but it carries a big story. It represents the spirit of Scotland, the artistry of the Royal Mint, and the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. While its market value may range from a few dollars to several dozen, its historical and symbolic value is priceless to coin enthusiasts around the world. So next time you come across this coin, don't dismiss it. Appreciate it as a tiny piece of British history that once jingled in the pockets of millions, but today rests proudly in the hands of collectors. Top 5. The 1984 Elizabeth II 1-pound coin. This isn't just another coin from your change drawer. It's a piece of royal British history, rich in symbolism, artistry, and national pride. If you own one of these coins, especially in fine condition, you might be surprised to learn that it has both collector value and a fascinating backstory. So stay tuned, because we'll talk about the history, design, mint details, rarity, and today's market value in US dollars. The 1-pound coin was still relatively new in the United Kingdom. It had been introduced just a year earlier, in 1983, replacing the traditional 1-pound note that had circulated for decades. This new coin was designed to be durable, modern, and symbolic, representing the unity of the 4 nations that make up the United Kingdom: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Each year, the Royal Mint would feature a unique reverse design celebrating one of these nations. In 1984, the spotlight was on England, and the design chosen for the coin was both powerful and deeply historical. On the obverse side, or the front of the coin, you'll see the second definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by the sculptor Arnold Machin. This portrait, used from 1968 to 1984, depicts the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her favorite crowns. Surrounding the portrait, you'll find the Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1984 inch, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Now flip it over to the reverse, and you'll find a design that truly represents the strength and pride of England: a royal oak tree emerging from a coronet, the traditional crown of the English monarchy. This design was created by Timothy Node, a well-known British artist whose works are cherished among collectors. The oak tree is England's national symbol, representing strength, endurance, and heritage. The crown beneath it signifies royal authority and unity under the British monarchy. Together, the design beautifully captures the spirit of England, rooted in history, crowned with pride. The 1984 1-pound coin was minted by the Royal Mint in Lantricent, South Wales, the same facility that continues to produce UK coinage today. Like most British coins of the time, it carries no visible mint mark. This no mint mark is completely normal. Standard circulation coins in the UK do not typically feature one. Unlike American coins, where mint marks identify where a coin was struck, there were several types of 1984 1-pound coins made: circulation coins for everyday use, brilliant uncirculated coins with a sharper strike and better finish, and proof coins made for collectors, featuring mirror-like surfaces and intricate details. If your coin is in fine condition, it shows visible wear from circulation but retains all major design details, making it a collectible example of this early British 1-pound issue. Is the 1984 1-pound coin rare? When it was released, the Royal Mint produced around 28 million coins for circulation, so it wasn't rare at the time. However, its collectability has grown over the years because it was only the second year the 1-pound coin existed. It represents England, always a favorite theme for collectors, and it features the final year of the Arnold Machin portrait before it was replaced by Raphael Maclauf's new design in 1985. Since the round-pound coins were demonetized in 2017, they're no longer legal tender. That means every remaining coin is now part of British history, collected for its symbolic and nostalgic value. Well-preserved examples, especially in higher grades, have become increasingly sought after among collectors, completing the full round-pound set from 1983 to 2016. So, how much is your 1984 Elizabeth II 1-pound coin worth today? In fine condition, $1.50 to $3 in extra fine condition, $5 to $10 in uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated condition, $15 to $25 proof versions. From official Royal Mint sets, $40 to $70, sometimes even higher if still sealed in their original packaging. If your coin happens to have a minting error such as an off-center strike, a double rim, or misaligned lettering, its value could shoot up to $100 or more, depending on the type of error and collector demand. Even though this coin isn't considered rare in the strictest sense, its age, design significance, and historical symbolism keep it in strong demand among UK coin enthusiasts and international collectors. 1984 was a fascinating year in British coinage history. The 1-pound coin was still relatively new, And people were still adjusting to carrying it instead of the old paper note. It represented modernization and national identity, blending practicality with artistry. The decision to highlight each part of the United Kingdom, starting with England in 1983 and 1984, made the series one of the most culturally significant coin programs in British history. So, when you hold a 1984 £1 coin, you're not just holding a piece of metal, you're holding a symbol of national pride and royal heritage. If you have a 1984 £1 coin and want to preserve or even increase its value, here are some expert tips. Do not clean your coin. Cleaning can remove natural patina and reduce collector value. Store it in a coin capsule or protective holder to prevent further wear. Keep it away from humidity and direct sunlight to avoid tarnish. And if you believe your coin is in excellent shape, consider getting it graded professionally by services like NGC or PCGS. A high-grade coin with certification can sell for significantly more in the collector market. The 1984 Elizabeth II £1 coin is more than just a piece of money. It's a miniature work of art that celebrates England's heritage, royal tradition, and British craftsmanship. Whether it's worth a few dollars or several dozen, its real value lies in its story, a story of transition, unity, and national pride during Queen Elizabeth II's reign. So, check your drawers, coin jars, or old collections. You might just discover this English treasure hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching the Coin Spot. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on more rare and valuable coin stories from around the world.